Well, how many times have you caught yourself making this statement that I think I've been having a brain fog? Does this brain fog even exist? Is there a thing called brain fog? So there is no official diagnosis called brain fog. However, it is a recognized term, and healthcare providers consider this as an umbrella of symptoms which range from reduced focus and mental clarity to increased mental fatigue and forgetfulness. The closest that any person can get to this feeling of having a brain fog is when we witness grief or a loss of a loved one, a close loved one, for example, a parent, a spouse, or a child. Now, I don't know if you've ever had that experience, but remember those first few months of that loss. A person feels like as if there is this dark cloud sitting over their head. You cannot concentrate, you can't process information, our attention is substantially impaired, and so is our ability to recall recent events or even pay attention to detail. It just seems like we're running on an autopilot. There was an article published in the Journal of Health Service Psychology in 2022 that reported that about 1/3 of patients who were contracted COVID-19 were left with multiple somatic, neurologic, and psychiatric symptoms, out of which one of the most commonly reported symptoms was that of a brain fog. So there are multiple other conditions that are associated with this feeling of brain fog. For example, it could be that's related to treatment of cancer or cancer-related cognitive change. They're also called post-chemotherapy cognitive impairment or a chemo brain. Even though its exact cause is unknown, but it can happen at any time after a patient is diagnosed with cancer. The American Cancer Society says that these mental changes can make people unable to perform their usual activities, for example, which can help you gently come out of this feeling. The first and foremost is set up a healthy routine for yourself. So wake up at the same time, make sure you grab a breakfast in the morning, sleep at the same time, set up alarms and reminders for important events. Make sure you stay hydrated. Carry a bottle of water with yourself and drink at least, I would say, about maybe 3 to 4 bottles of water or 6 to 7 glasses of water a day. Now remember, when our brain gets dehydrated, you will notice that your thinking ability will go down, especially during the winter time when the heating is on and your nasal passages are all dried up, and then that religion, of course, spending those 5 or 10 minutes in complete silence, in stillness, and again, paying attention to your breath, to your body sensation. There are always some free apps which are available, which you can use with guided meditations. Those are also very helpful. If you can practice like a whole body relaxation, again, it's a form of meditation where you develop skills to relax each and every single part of your body. All of this is very helpful. This improves your brain circulation, improves circulation to your body, and causes a sense of both physical and mental well-being. Develop a hobby, whatever it is. You like to draw, you like to craft, you like to journal. Now, journaling is one of the very effective ways not to just de-stress yourself, but also improve your concentration. Because remember, there are so many thoughts that are going in our head. And living in 21st century, we have to worry about our work, about our kids, paying bills, what's going on in the world. So there's a lot that, our head carries. So sometimes all of this anxiety can lead to the brain fog. But once you develop a habit of journaling, you are actually de-stressing or unloading your brain with all of these unnecessary thoughts. And once you put all of these back, but you also get the detrimental effects of these substances and alcohol. And this is a proven fact that alcohol, drugs, all of these other toxins and illicit substances that are out there cause us harm. They damage our brain cells, can cause both reversible and irreversible damage to our brain cells. So it's important that we stay away from these substances. And in case, if we unfortunately have become a victim of addiction or to these illicit drugs, it's important that you seek help through your local substance abuse program or providers that specialize in substance abuse. My favorite exercise to help me concentrate is actually sitting in silence and doing nothing, because we always catch ourselves. We always have some or the other thing to do, and the society we live in, somehow we have been told that sitting and doing nothing is being lazy or is wasting our time, but that is not the case. Doing nothing for maybe a half an hour, it kind of resets your brain, it recharges your brain. So if you notice again you're feeling overwhelmed, you can't focus, you can't concentrate, just go ahead and sit on the couch and again do nothing. Stare at the ceiling, stare at the green grass, stare outside. Those are very healthy moments that you're giving your brain. Our brains are overstimulated because there is so much happening around us. We have social media, we have internet, and we have things happening with the kids about our jobs and paying the bills and so much other things. So this does lead to overstimulation, and sometimes these bodily sensations of difficulty concentrating, not staying motivated, is our brain's method of telling us that, hey, I'm under too much of pressure. There's too much of stress going on. This is something I can't handle. This is something I can't deal with. Take a break. You feel that sense of overwhelm. So if you want to take that power nap for maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes during the day, you will notice that will substantially help you with your concentration and keep you motivated for whatever is the next project. Brain fog doesn't have to have a definitive cause, but it can have multiple causes and can be caused by multiple illnesses. And scores of other researchers believe that patients can be helped to manage this brain fog by reducing the inflammation in their body through this intake of clinically tested nutrients that can support overall brain and body health. The people who specialize in nutritional medicine or who are nutritionist researchers and educators, they have treated many patients with brain fog. And according to one of these nutritionists, Dr. Gossard, there are foods which are pro-inflammatory and that we should limit those, and then there are foods which can fight this inflammation. So according to her, we should cut out the red meat and limit the dairy, because these are the foods which can cause inflammation. She also encourages patients to make sure that they are taking a vitamin B complex and getting adequate protein, which provides patient with the amino acids needed to make serotonin, dopamine, and GABA. And all of these three neurochemicals are responsible for increasing clarity and executive functioning. She also says that there are some herbal supplements that can be used to help people with focus and memory. Magniferin, or a mango leaf extract, was shown to improve attention 30 minutes after ingestion. It can also improve engaging in various cognitive exercises like puzzles, brain quizzes. All of them can help enormously. Of course, seeking proper treatment for an underlying medical condition that is responsible for the brain fog is also extremely and do explain to them these symptoms. Most likely they're just going to run some tests. They're going to ask a detailed history, and if they're able to find a cause and help you with them, then that is great. But if your doctor do not find a cause, you tried everything, you did exercise, you're meditating, you're doing relaxation, you're eating healthy, but still you're noticing this brain fog, it's not a bad idea to consult either a psychiatrist or even a therapist. The therapist and you can set some healthy goals for yourself. They could give you a few sessions of behavioral therapy and see, if making certain life changes can help you come out of this situation. There are certain psychiatric conditions which a person can develop even later on in their life, which can cause this brain fog. For example, depression being like right there, number one on the top.